The day has finally arrived. 115 days after it closed on March 16th, 2020, we are back at the Magic Kingdom theme park. So we have parked the car and we are walking into Magic Kingdom. The tram service is not available right now, but I do not mind the exercise.
It wasn't even that far of a walk. We were like right over there.
Yeah, we parked literally right over here. And now we're walking inside to head towards the Magic Kingdom. So we've successfully made it through security and our temperature checks, and there are 3 different methods to get to Magic Kingdom. We can either take the ferry, the monorail, or right behind us the buses are running, but we're gonna take the monorail. Looks like they have the social distance markers on the ground here, and I imagine that they are gonna be distancing the parties inside the monorail.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching our station at the entrance to Queen Street, USA, gateway to the 16 lands of the Magic Kingdom. If you're standing, please hold on to the handrails and stay clear of the doors until the monorail stops. And the doors on.
Okay, we just got off of the monorail and we are about to head inside Magic Kingdom for the first time in about 4 months. They finished a lot of construction out here, namely the giant Magic Kingdom logo that used to be on the ground here is gone. It's a little bit sad, but it looks really good. Now we're heading in to the park right over here through the turnstiles. And here we are! We are inside Magic Kingdom. Today is a cast member preview, and as a cast member, I'm able to come to Magic Kingdom, and I brought a guest, and my guest was Brennan.
Yay, I'm the best guest.
I am so excited to be back. It just feels so good, and all of the safety procedures that they've set up so far have been very reasonable, and I'm excited just to come back and just see what it's like and just have a day back at Magic Kingdom, right?
I'm embarrassed because I got a little bit teary-eyed because you asked me on the way in if I was gonna cry, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna cry. It's not that big of a deal. And then I walked through the freaking gate, and I was like, oh, there's the music. So now I'm a punk.
And this is what it's like to walk inside Magic Kingdom on a very quiet, capacity-controlled afternoon.
It's morning.
Morning, right. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning right now. Magic Kingdom is open from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. today. I don't think we're gonna stay the entire time, but wow. I don't think I've ever seen the Main Street entrance hub this quiet.
Are you ready
love it.
to reveal the new castle?
I'm ready to go reveal the new castle. There's the castle at the end of the streets, and right down the middle of Main Street, here come a couple fun characters on a trolley. There's Rabbit and Eeyore and Piglet. Hello!
Hi guys!
Well, that's adorable. Okay, let's go check out that new castle. It looks like Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse are coming down the streets in a character cavalcade, and there is the new paint job for the Magic Kingdom Cinderella Castle. That looks beautiful. There they go, Minnie Mouse, Pluto, there's Mickey, there's Daisy, and Donald. Well, this is just a pleasant way and a great way to be welcomed back at Magic Kingdom. I love this. There it is, the partner statue. Haven't seen that in a while. Getting ever closer to the new paint job of the castle with the new royal blue turrets and I believe the rose gold tinting of the castle. And then the gold trim, I love it. So we just got our pictures right down there. And what do you think of this new paint job, Brennan?
I actually really love it. I know a lot of people are giving the blue a lot of crap, but I actually really love the blue.
You really like the blue? I like it too. I think, I didn't know how I felt about it with pictures that I saw, but I do believe that with the Florida sun, it's gonna fade a little bit and it's gonna settle into the ideal paint job I think that they envisioned for this. But look at how beautiful this looks. I love the gold trim, and if this is a rose gold here or a pink with that blue, I don't know, I do love this. This is beautiful. Wow. Welcome back to Magic Kingdom. Okay, gonna walk through the castle and into Fantasyland. It is very quiet and empty in here, which is usually not the case. Get to really look at this mural on the wall in here. Oftentimes there are strollers and ECVs and just families trying to relax and get out of the sun over here, but wow. There it is, the Magic Kingdom mural. Okay, I think we're trying to decide what the first thing that we want to do is, which may be the carousel. There's the back side of the Magic Kingdom Cinderella Castle, which looks beautiful, and I intentionally wore this shirt today because this is one of the last times that the castle has changed so drastically, probably a little bit more so in favor nowadays with this paint job than the one on my shirt.
And I wore this in solidarity, even though it's not open.
Yeah, the People Mover is not open, which is the first thing that you wanted to do. And I don't think that Tom Sawyer Island is open, which is the first thing that I wanted to do. We never know though, we could check and maybe they will be open.
Yeah.
Let's hop on the carousel.
Yeah. Yay!
We're riding the carousel!
I'm so excited.
Isn't this pleasant? What a fun first activity and ride to do in Magic Kingdom. I think it's pretty appropriate too.
I think it is too.
Just right behind the castle. Whew, I need a haircut. So, I'm trying to think about...
showing my pasty legs.
I'm sorry. So, what I think the plan is just to do as many rides as possible today.
Yeah.
Oh, they're playing some reminders right now for our health and safety. We're gonna try to do as many rides today, maybe some originals, maybe some classic rides. I don't really know, but right now the park is very quiet and very comfortable and I love it. And we just got off of Prince Charming's Regal Carousel and now we are heading to the Haunted Mansion because that is a ride that Brennan really wanted to do. And it's gonna be interesting to see how they are socially distancing inside and what's changed about that, because they've changed a lot about the rides at Disney that we've seen, because there was a cast member preview yesterday and just seeing all the pictures and videos from that, we are in for a surprise today in terms of our experience, but I think they did a very good job of it. Okay, never mind. We are gonna do Peter Pan's Flight because it is a 10-minute wait, which is the lowest that I have ever seen it. And I'm pretty sure that they do sanitize this every so often. They run the vehicles empty after sanitizing them, so they do clean the vehicles here. We're getting to walk through the extended queue for Peter Pan, which is something that doesn't normally happen, which is very pleasant with the distancing markers on the ground. But we are about to ride Peter Pan's Flight. Whoa! Here we go!
It's your ride!
I love this ride so much.
Here we go!
This area in between It's a Small World and Peter Pan's Flights is just so open right now, which it never is, which feels so amazing. I'm pretty positive that... What's up? Weather? Oh no! Maybe it's gonna rain. Probably will. It's been raining like every day. I think Small World is open right now. I'm pretty positive. So It's a Small World is open and they have constructed an outdoor queue over here. I'm not sure if that's because the original one, which is boarded up over there, doesn't adhere to social distancing, but it is open, which is cool. And now we are heading over to Haunted Mansion because that is just one that you've been looking forward to a lot, I'm sure, right? Mm-hmm. Well, let's go do it. So I do want to mention that we're not here today to point out Disney's social distancing procedures or stickers and whether or not people are adhering to them. We are actually here to be here to have a good time because we have missed it that much. Brendan, I know that you're just wanting to ride some rides and get some food.
All the rides, and I want to get a Dole Whip and I want to get a Mickey pretzel and eat the really crappy cheese because it just sometimes is really good.
But yeah, we're here to have a good time. That is what it's all about today for my cast member preview. Wow, it looks a little bit busy over here for Haunted Mansion. It's posted at a 10-minute wait though.
It's a 10-minute wait. I don't know if I believe that.
Well, they're not doing the stretching room or any of the pre-show elements, so I imagine that it's just a walk-on to the ride itself. It seems to be backed up a little bit, but I do wonder if that's because they do clean the vehicles every so often. Rather than giving guests hand sanitizer like they do over Universal, they are actually cleaning the ride vehicles actively. So I wonder if there's just gonna be a brief pause every now and then while they do that and cycle the vehicles. There goes the Liberty Bell, and it does look like Tom Sawyer Island is closed right now to guests, which is a bit of a bummer, but I do understand how it's probably complicated to safely transfer guests via the rafts at a 9-deal capacity. Oh well, but we're still waiting for Haunted Mansion. It's only been about 5 minutes and we've moved quite a lot through the queue. Okay, so it does look like we are being led directly through the stretching room and to the loading doom buggies. This is kind of interesting, isn't it? Never gotten to do this before. Skip the Haunted Mansion preload.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion.
So they just made an announcement saying that they were going to clean the vehicles and cycle them. So we'll be waiting here for a little bit until we can board the vehicles after they've cycled clear and clean. We did it. we just rode Haunted Mansion for the first time in so long. Wasn't it nice? So now I think we may go grab a snack somewhere, right?
Where did you want to go?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that wasn't bad at all. I think they cycled the vehicles about twice, and then they sat every other party in the Doom buggies. So it ended up being pretty good. Looks like a lot of this is cleaned up a little bit. Mr. Toad is right there in the center now, and he'll probably be joined by Brer Rabbit at some point in the future. So I think we decided we're gonna go get a Dole Whip, right? Seems like a very applicable treat to get. And Splash Mountain way over there, Thunder Mountain. It sounded like the riverboat was coming in again. And it seems like some weather may be on its way. So we may have to,
It's really gonna help determine how our day is gonna go and like how long we're gonna be here, because we can't be here all day.
No. But there was a specific amount of things that we did definitely want to do in the time that we were here. It looks like Country Bear Jamboree is open right now, which is really awesome. We're gonna grab our Dole Whip, and then we may try to do some outdoor attractions before this weather hits, but I don't know because it looks like it's coming in fast. So we got the Dole Whips. Oh, they're playing an announcement. And we're over in the Tiki Room area because it started to pour down rain.
And they're not running shows right now, so she said that we can use this as like a rain shelter area.
So I got the swirl that I just poured all over my hand, and you got the pineapple. Do you always get the pineapple, or do you ever get the swirl or just the vanilla?
I just like the pineapple.
Yeah, I drenched myself with this pineapple juice.
Because you're talking with your hand, but your hand is full of liquid.
So it's not raining hard, but it's enough to just want to try to get out of for a little bit, and we've been wanting one of these, so this is just perfect timing, and just getting to hang out in the Tiki Room area with nobody else when they're not running shows. It's pleasant. But after this we may go over to Pirates. Looks like it just got a little bit harder. I don't know. We still want to do Thunder Mountain, we want to do Splash Mountain, and then maybe make our way back into Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. There's a few places we definitely need to make sure that we do today, because we don't know the next time we're going to be able to come back. This is a cast member preview that I originally did not get a space for, and I refreshed the page to get a reservation every 3 minutes for like 2 days, and I finally got a spot. But after this, it's Passover previews, and then you have to have specific reservations to get into the park, and there are a bunch of cast member blockouts right now, so it's hard to know the next time that we'll be able to be back. So we definitely want to make sure that we can do what we want to do today for sure. Oh, it's getting so hard. But okay, we can enjoy these for a little bit and then see where we end up and what the weather looks like. Ooh, did you hear that thunder? Nice. So it stopped raining, at least for right now, but it seems like the weather is completely surrounding us for the next probably hour and a half. We're gonna walk over to Pirates of the Caribbean, stay in line over there because that's probably where everybody else is right now to get out of the rain, and I'm imagining that most of the outdoor rides are closed, plus it gives us some time to finish our Dole Whips. It's posted at a 15-minute wait, but it is very popular looking right now. But none of the rides today are utilizing Fast Pass at all, so it's just a true extended standby line. So I imagine we'll move pretty quick unless they have to sanitize the boats and cycle them. It seems to be pretty consistent today. Okay, so we're about to board into our boats. It looks like they're only loading about 2 rows, it seems. I think so. But it took about 15 minutes or so. That wasn't bad.
Your feathers, dearie. Show up your flock.
Hey, send them hints to Davy Jones. It's the rum they want. Drink up the arties.
Alright, and we're all done riding Pirates of the Caribbean. Now we're heading into Frontierland. I don't know if Splash Mountain and Thunder Mountain are going right now because of the weather. It stopped raining, but it did thunder a little bit ago. I don't hear anybody screaming, so that may indicate that it's not running. So Splash Mountain is getting rethemed into a Princess and the Frog attraction. There was nobody on that log, but they are cycling it, which maybe that means they're gonna be opening it up pretty soon. I don't know, I'm pretty optimistic about it being rethemed and what they're gonna do with it and the imaginative story and refresh that it's gonna get. But I do love Splash Mountain. So we came over to the other side of Splash Mountain. That's the Frontierland train station up there. And this is the queue for Splash Mountain because we were gonna go into the gift shop to check out the merchandise, but there is a long line of people wanting to buy the Splash Mountain merchandise, which I understand why, because it's gonna be closing at some point. But Disney has not announced what that point is gonna be, so.
I'm excited to see what they do with this area because they can make this look like a very beautiful bayou.
You think so?
Extended outdoor queue.
I think they could do an incredible job with the retheme of Splash Mountain. It's hard because it's a classic attraction to me personally. To a lot of people it's not, but it's been around for almost 30 years now, which is pretty classic. I don't know, but I'm assuming that they'll be selling merchandise probably for the indefinite future before they close the ride, which who knows how long that could be. They're working on a lot of projects right now. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna miss Splash Mountain, like I said, but something new is gonna be really, really neat here in Frontierland. It sounds like they're cycling it, so they may be opening it up soon, but I think we're gonna come back as this is probably gonna be the last attraction that we do today. Thunder Mountain is also down, but now it's raining even harder. So I think we've decided we're gonna head over to Tomorrowland and ride
Space Mountain!
Yes, that's probably where everybody is right now in the rain. But it's somewhere to be, it's somewhere to go, it's a ride to ride.
And if the line moves like Pirates did, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit deceiving in the sense of it looked really long, but we got in very, very expedited and very, very fast. And then had a very socially distant boat. I don't know, it's been really nice to kind of just not be that close to people at Magic Kingdom, something we're just so ingrained to be
I didn't want to say
aware
it, but
of and used to.
So true. Like I don't like crowds, and I don't like when people don't appreciate personal space and this social distancing stuff. I know it's for safety, but I'm reaping the benefits of it.
It's a good day. It is very quiet out in the hub area in front of the castle. What do you think about this space? Do you like it?
I don't think I've ever been able to do this.
Just walk backwards?
Walk backwards and not look behind me.
Right? There's nobody here
I can do this
at all.
Confidence.
Yeah. I'm really sad that the People Mover isn't running and the Tom Sawyer Island is inaccessible today. Not really sad, I understand. But man, of course the two things that we wanted to do, we can't do them. Do you want to get a picture in front of the partner statue? Because there's literally nobody over there right now.
Okay.
And we did it. We got a picture with the partner statue with minimal people behind us because it stopped raining. So of course everybody appeared out of nowhere. But now we're heading into Tomorrowland, which is a little bit eerie to not see the People Mover going by. Magic Kingdom does have a few mask relaxation zones where you can take off your mask and relax. One of them is over in the Tomorrowland Terrace relaxation area.
For the health and safety of everyone, please wear a face covering. Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
It's a very short, sweet, and to the point announcement that's been playing throughout Magic Kingdom. So we are heading over to Space Mountain, which looks pretty deserted. We may also do Space Ranger Spin because that looks pretty quiet. That's a 5-minute wait over there. And Space Mountain is a 10-minute wait right now, which I thought it was going to be a lot busier with the rain. But nope, apparently not. We're doing it. Space Mountain.
Oh my god, it's really gonna feel like we're back.
This is the first time seeing it in person, but they have installed plexiglass walls in the queue here. That is very interesting to see. And it seems like right now they're only operating one side of Space Mountain. This side it looks like they're cycling and they're cleaning it back there. So maybe they switch sides while they're cycling and cleaning per side. I don't know, but that would be an interesting method to do. Right? All right, we are back on Space Mountain in the tunnel of blue and blurriness. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're so blurry. Okay, what'd you think?
It was good to be back. Did you enjoy my annoying screaming?
It was great.
We do this thing on Space Mountain where whoever sits behind the other person has to make like obnoxious noises so that the only person, or like so we're the only people that can hear it. And it was nice getting to bother
Just like
you again.
hearing the entire time. It was great. So it sounds like outdoor attractions are opening up again because I can hear the Speedway running in the background. We may go over to the Astro Orbiter to see if that's running, and if it is, I think we're gonna do it. So I think we are gonna be the only people riding the Astro Orbiter in the next group, which that is definitely a first, but kind of exciting. Okay, here we are, flying high in the sky. Woo, there is nobody else at all on this ride other than us. How you doing? She's too small. She's going up so high. Oh man, I gotta catch up. All right, raising the lever. This is weird being the only people on here. Wow.
The Astro Orbiter is now beginning its descent.
Ooh, this is the hard part.
Until your rocket ship stops.
Ouch.
Follow the arrows to the right. Welcome back, pilots.
Woo. It's so fast.
When your rockets come to a full and complete stop, scan the line exit on the left and follow the white arrows on the ground back to the elevator.
Okay. Now what?
You pick.
We could do the Tomorrowland Speedway. Let's head back into Fantasyland.
Okay.
Let's see what that looks like. Maybe we could do Barnstormer. Maybe check on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. See what that wait time looks like.
Okay.
And then maybe make our way back over to Frontierland at some point to do Splash Mountain. That's the name of it. And Thunder Mountain maybe.
Okay.
Because the outdoor rides are going now. It looks like the Mad Tea Party is going. There's not a lot of people heading back into Fantasyland, at least from this side. I don't see Seven Dwarfs going right now, but it does not look like there's really many people in line at all, or any people in line. There are not a lot of people back here in the circus at all. It looks like Dumbo is open back over here. But let's see what Barnstormer looks like. It does look like it's running. There is a mask relaxation zone right back over there in Pete's Silly Sideshow. No characters today, but they do have a relaxation zone, and it does look like the Barnstormer is only a 5-minute wait. I don't think I previously recognized how close the Tron coaster gets to Goofy's Barnstormer. Wow, that is pretty close. Isn't it cool?
It's so weird that like at some point we're gonna go back there.
So they just sanitized the ride vehicles, and I believe they've been cycling them for a little bit. I don't know if we're gonna be getting on this one. We are. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm so ready. Yeah, Goofy's Barnstormer! Oh
my God.
Those endorphins, that serotonin, that adrenaline, mixing together to make a beautiful concoction called happiness. That was kind of poetic, wasn't it?
Why did you talk the whole ride?
I don't know, why not? Okay, so we just got off of Goofy's Barnstormer, the great Goofini, and now I don't really know where we're gonna go. Do you want to head back over to Frontierland?
Let's do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Or is there anything else in Fantasyland that you wanted to do?
I don't know.
I'm having fun on the outdoor rides. I think we can come back for Journey of the Little Mermaid and all that probably at some point in the future.
Yeah, we'll figure out how to make like more reservations in the future.
Probably. We'll see what we can do. I keep getting distracted by the new paint job on the castle, just seeing it off in the distance. It seems subtle, but then at the same time, it does definitely pop. Do you want to head through Fantasyland this way?
Yeah.
Just to make a full round around the park?
Let's do it.
All right. And then maybe in the day on Splash Mountain and Thunder Mountain?
I think that's a good place to end the day.
I think so too.
That sounded really like scripted. I think that's a great day, time to...
Stay on script, Brennan. I sent you this in a PDF last night, okay?
I'm sorry.
Don't ad-lib. And if you get it wrong, just say line. And then I'll feed it to you as the director. The Little Mermaid is very tempting to ride, but like we said, I think it's not really very high up there on our bracket of attractions, our must-do attractions this trip. What I think is very, very interesting, other than Gaston's is completely closed over here, it looks like, all the gift shops. But they have socially distanced the entire line for Seven Dwarfs, anticipating that line all the way around the entire ride itself. So this is coming from this direction, which starts at the entrance to the ride and wraps all the way around all the way over here, which I think is really cool and necessary. Here comes Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, completely empty. It looks like they're starting to cycle it. What do you think? Do you want to hang out and wait, or you want to bypass it?
I don't know. We can go over and check out the crowd.
I guess
or
so.
Hopefully left thereof.
So we were going to hop in line for Seven Dwarfs, but it was actually a pretty large line already formed before it went down, I guess. So we're gonna go and bypass that for right now. Probably come back on a future day to ride it, because right now our priorities are gonna be Splash Mountain and Thunder Mountain, I think.
At least if we do those two, we'll have done a ride in every land, right?
Yeah, that would have been kind of the goal, just to walk around and just to see what all is different. One big difference is that they painted these turrets behind the castle as well to match the castle, and it looks like they're not done with them quite yet, so that's pretty cool. But now we're heading back to Frontierland, all the way back to Splash Mountain, where we already were this morning, to hopefully ride it. So we're over in Frontierland, and way up there is Big Al, and then I'm pretty sure Liver Lips is over on the other side. We haven't seen a lot of characters today because of the rain, but they're here. Aw. Okay, do you want to do Thunder Mountain first or Splash?
Well, I guess we can do Thunder Mountain first.
We'll check the wait times. So it doesn't look like there's anybody on Splash Mountain right now, so I'm assuming it's about to reopen, that or nobody wants to ride it right now, which I couldn't understand why. So I guess we will do Thunder Mountain first, and it looks like it is a 20-minute wait right now.
Well, hopefully the reason that this is closed isn't the same reason that is closed.
I hope not. Oh, there goes the Liberty Bell right behind us. That would be a pleasant experience to ride that. Yeah, Splash Mountain is posting a 30-minute wait time, it looks like, and Big Thunder Mountain is posting a 25-minute wait time. So I guess we'll do this, do Splash Mountain, and then head on home. It is really nice to be back in this themed line, and again with a very minimal amount of people. And there goes the Liberty Bell back over there. You excited to ride Big Thunder Mountain again? Yay! Yay! What is the most fun you've had today so far on what ride?
Space Mountain.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay, this is probably gonna be the most fun for me, this or Splash. I just love the aesthetic. This is pretty interesting to see. This is the plexiglass that has been installed in the queue. Wow, getting to see that firsthand, that is pretty interesting. This is definitely a very abnormal way to experience this queue with these plexiglass walls here. I understand it, but it's just very odd. But I'm excited to ride Big Thunder Mountain again. It's been a very long time. It's odd because at least they're themed, more or less, from what I've seen from ride to ride. These are brown and they fit in with the aesthetic of Big Thunder Mountain, and I believe Space Mountains were blue. So that's cool. So it looks like they're only using one side of the trains. So we're just keeping to the right all the way down. And Brennan, you pointed something out a second ago that people are probably not gonna feel too comfortable here. It's a little bit claustrophobic, right?
So claustrophobic.
Right? Whew. But it's manageable, and we're gonna get to ride Big Thunder Mountain. There it goes. They're not using this side over here. Maybe they will in the foreseeable future. That's kind of the point of this partition here. Yeah! It feels nice to be back on Big Thunder Mountain. Let me tell you what, there's the castle way out in the distance over there. Whoa! Tom Sawyer Island, I miss you so much. Ah! Oh. And we did it. Success. You right? Wish there was a plexiglass wall between the cars.
I want a sound barrier to be between us and the girls behind
Somebody
us.
was having some fun back there.
I don't think they were having fun. I think they were doing it on purpose.
Okay, and now we're over here at Splash Mountain to ride our final ride of the day. It's a 30-minute wait, but I think it's going to be worth it to get to do this. Hopefully a few more times before they change it up a little bit, a lot of it. All right, we are in the very back of the Splash Mountain queue. It looks like they opened up the queue a little bit to extend it, but it's still very comfortably distant. It looks like that's the line now to get Splash Mountain merchandise, which that is kind of intense. Is it ignorant to assume that Splash Mountain merchandise will be around for quite a while? I don't know. If I did get a shirt, it would be the one sweatshirt that I've been wanting to get for a long time that I've just never gotten, which is probably not going to be in stock for a long time or ever again, which makes me a little bit sad, but I would like to get a Splash Mountain shirt at some point.
On like Shop Disney or something?
Nope, I've been checking. There is nothing for Splash Mountain on Shop Disney. Alright, that wasn't a bad wait at all. We are pretty much walking straight to the loading platform down there. I don't often do standby on this, so to actually be able to see the loading vehicles, it's actually pretty nice.
Most people say they're a rabbit leaving home. I say, he did mark my words.
Oh. Never stopped here before. What the heck? Oh, here we go.
I don't want to be in the front.
We're gonna get wet.
Oh,
No,
they turned it off. Yay.
no water. Oh man.
Oh, yay.
It's gonna be interesting to, it might be. It's gonna be interesting to see how they reimagine this. Ah!
There's usually some more music around here.
How'd you fare?
Wait, okay, the top of my head is wet, which is fine. My clothes are dry.
Yay! I got a little bit here.
Yay.
No complaints. It's always fun to do that every now and then. Tinkerbell! She's kind of hard to see, but she's right up there on a treasure chest.
That's the ultimate social.
Flying by, right? Hi, Tinkerbell. I think this portion of the ride is the one that I'm gonna miss probably the most. Not this portion, I hate this portion. But the Zippity-Doo-Dah finale. It's just so fun and it's so quintessential Splash Mountain. Oh, I'm getting tiny little water droplets all over my thighs.
I'm back in my home now and I'm gonna stay.
This is the shirt that I want. It says, everything is satisfactual. That was a fun ride. I enjoyed that. Getting to do that is very nice. very pleasant. So we did it. We rode Splash Mountain. That was our last ride of the day.
Yeah, it was a good way to end it.
It really was. And now we can head on out feeling accomplished. What a good day.
Thanks for working so hard to get us these spots.
I had to just so diligently refresh that page. It just reminded me of like getting the most lucrative fast pass where you just have to stay on it and refresh the app over and over and over. It was like that for the website to just be able to come today. So we'll see what happens in the future of just being able to come back. It might be complicated, but we'll do it. Heading back through Adventureland. This is another one of the relaxation station areas over here, right by Splash Mountain and next to the entrance to Adventureland. So that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I was actually happy that I didn't feel the need to take my mask off once today. Like we did it for to eat the Dole Whips, but I think the overcast weather really helped.
It really did, yeah. I'm trying to tell if the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse is open right now. It does not look like it because there's nobody in it. Let's see if I walk over here. Is there a rope up preventing people from going in? There's not. So it's just nobody going inside? Well, this is definitely a first. There's not a single person up in the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. That's kind of pleasant. It definitely doesn't feel like we should be here, but it's definitely open, and it did have signs reminding people to maintain social distancing, so I guess we're the only people interested in the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. How is that possible? We've reached the highest point in the tree, and here's one of those signs I was talking about. Woo! I am out of breath. You can see a nice view of the castle from up here, as well as the Tron construction way over there by Space Mountain. Whew, what a day. It looks like these coverings are pretty new. It's not something that I've noticed in the past few times that I've done this, so I'm assuming that it's new, but it's still pretty cool. And again, not a single person. Oh, there's somebody now. I'm a liar. And just like that, we did our actual final attraction in Magic Kingdom today, the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. Got to end it on a high note, right? Well, they're playing the announcements. Oh yeah, literally, right? They're playing the announcements again. The safety announcements. They play that every, what would you say, 30 minutes or so?
20.
Every 20 minutes maybe? It might take a little bit to get used to that paint job, but ultimately I do think it looks beautiful, and I think I already said this, that I think it's going to fade into its natural look, which is probably what the Imagineers envisioned for it in the hot Florida sun. So I'll give it a few months, and then that'll kind of be what I anticipate as being the ideal end result. So now sadly we must depart Magic Kingdom, heading down a very comfortably empty Main Street USA, right?
I'm gonna be honest, I expected it to be a little bit busier too. Like I know it's still like the past preview, but I expected there to be more people.
There may be more people here for the pass holder days, as well as just the general reservation days. It's gonna be kind of hard to tell until those actually happen. But the reduced capacity, while probably not best for Disney's business side of operations, is very comfortable from the guest side, without a doubt. This is very ideal. If Magic Kingdom could look like this all the time, that would be so incredibly ideal. What a great day today. Look at these hundreds of little social distancing markers just all over the ground heading into Magic Kingdom. And then over here, the walkway up to the monorail is interesting, how they've put a divider here in the concrete for parties to take either side. That's interesting. So here comes the monorail, which arrived very expedited. And something that I did not show on our way into Magic Kingdom are the dividers inside of the monorail, which I do think are pretty interesting. They put up these dividers right here. It's kind of hard to see. Where essentially, I think 4 parties can fit inside an entire compartment. So there'd be a party over here on this bench. Here on this bench, there's the divider, and then there'd be a party on the other side of the divider, and then a party over there, if that makes sense. Checking in on the status of the construction of the walkway, which is legitimately coming along down there. Wow. And that is going to be pretty pivotal in the coming months for people to ideally social distance if they really want to walk all the way from the parking lot if they don't feel comfortable taking a bus or a monorail or even a ferry. Just to be able to walk all the way to Magic Kingdom, even though it's going to be kind of difficult. That is going to be pretty cool. And here we are arriving back at the transportation and ticket center. Down there you can see the tents we used to scan our temperatures and the bag check. Now we're going to have to walk all the way back to the car because Disney is not providing tram service right now, but that's alright because we didn't park too far away. So we're back in the parking lots, and do you have any takeaways from today's adventure, Brennan?
Overall, we had a great day. Like, I thought that the weather was gonna be worse than it was, but it actually made it better because it was more overcast than it was raining, which was great. I think the crowd levels were great, which only speaks for the cast previews. I don't really know what it's gonna be like the rest of the time. I don't know. Right. It was great to be back. I think the castle looks absolutely beautiful.
Did you feel safe and comfortable?
I did feel safe. They didn't enforce you to put on hand sanitizer between every ride, which means that, like, I don't know, if you want to think worst case scenario, people can get their germs all over like the lap bars and stuff.
But they do have hand sanitizer everywhere.
They have it available.
They did cycle a bunch of the rides, which did increase some wait times, but they sanitized the rides, so yeah, that is different. So I'm not sure, it's not necessarily say what's right and what's wrong about how anybody's doing any of this right now, but I felt very comfortable, very safe. Just being here was a major serotonin win for both of us, I think. I'm trying to find the car. I have no idea where it is. I think it's down at the very, very end of the row. I don't know. I'm just glad that we get to do it. And again, it's probably going to be a little bit before we make it back, but ultimately people were complying with the procedures, with the policies, wearing their masks. Everybody just seemed in such a good mood, having a great time.
The diaper smells are gone from the bathrooms.
Everything seems kind of refreshed in terms of smell.
Not the monorails though.
Really?
They still smell like diapers.
What you gonna do? But thank you for hanging out with us today.
Oh, so good.
Welcome back to Disney World. We'll see you soon. You have a good day, and goodbye.